think especially with artists, it's when you're true to yourself. That's what counts.
Of course.
Yes.
And, I'm actually grateful that you said that, because with chapter 3, that's when I decided that I'm going to go back to who I really am. That's why I have a song there called Back to Genesis 1.
Yes. Tell me about that one.
It's basically going back to how things actually are or should be, the actual order,
yes,
of things. Because...
as in the book of Genesis.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically going back to the roots,
yes,
acknowledging the root of existence.
The source.
The source.
Yes.
And if we could just connect to that source, I think there's a lot that will be unleashed in who we are.
Yes.
And I think I had kind of like deviated from that, because I need, as I said earlier, that when the first project did not translate to finances, I got frustrated because I couldn't put food on the table.
Yes.
And when I did chapter 2, it was because I wanted to be radio friendly so that I get bookings. But when I released it, I felt that I have disconnected. A lot of people's hearts have disconnected from me because they could connect to who I really was.
Yes.
And they could tell that that's not really who I am. But with chapter 3, I had decided that whether he who loves me will love me for who I really am.
Yes.
And the opposite applies. So chapter 3 was me going back to Genesis 1. Beautiful. To who I really am. That's why I had the courage of doing solo piano, which is a risk, but I decided I'm taking this risk.
Yes.
And soon after that, there was chapter 4, and that's when I realized that if you can go back to who you are, you will realize how infinite you are. You are bottomless and you are endless. Because after the recording, I went back to the piano and songs for chapter 4 came forth.
Yes.
And after recording chapter 4, now I have a repertoire for chapter 5.
Yes.
So it's like there's an endless...
It unblocked something.
Yeah, reconnecting to who I really am.
Yes.
So
yes.
It's like there's an endless well of creativity. And now I'm fearless. And because of that, I can now feel even more hearts reconnected to me. I'm like, oh, okay, so in as much as we acknowledge the popular music and whatever that's played there as mainstream, but people want you for who you are. And if you are a dancer, dance.
It's the authenticity.
Right. Yeah,
that is what captures us. It doesn't matter if you're an actor, a painter.
Yeah,
it's that.
It should be you.
Yes.
People want you. If you're a comedian, do that.
Yes.
And if you're not, don't do it.
Yes.
Yes.
If
you are a groovist, just do that. If you're a swing player, just do that. If you're not, don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another thing with me. It's also a risk for me, not because I'm kind of like the jazz faculty. It's kind of unique or unusual for me not to do swing.
Yes.
And no shade on that.
Yes.
It's just that that's not what I'm hearing when I compose, or when I'm on the piano, that's not what I'm hearing. But when I listen in the car or when I listen at home, that's what I listen to. I do listen to bebop, I do listen to swing, blues, and whatever. But when it comes to me doing me, that's not what I'm hearing. And that difference is kind of fearful to do because it's not it's not deemed as jazz.
Yes.
Which is a risk to do because I've been discarded as one.
You've been discarded as a jazz artist
in numerous occasions because it's not swinging.
See.
But the thing is, that's not what I'm hearing when I sit in front of the piano. When I practice, because I practice like 5 to 6 hours every day, Monday to Friday. When I practice, that's what I do, your jazz standards, your autumn leaves, your giant steps and whatever. that's what I do. But when it comes to me, composition,
Yes. And connecting to the source.
yeah,
Yes.
that's not what I'm hearing.